Give me one minute, Don, and I'll come back.
So there you have
I got 30.
I got 30.
We'll go by round. Okay, I bring you meeting to order. Let's see, roll call, please.
Arnett.
Here.
I know, that's loud. Beck.
Here.
Barry.
Here.
Bowler.
Here.
Clark.
Here.
Duchesne.
Here.
Duquesne.
Here.
Hoke. Hoke. Hudson. Hudson. I heard her on there, didn't
It says caller 5 left. I don't know who caller 5 was.
I? Oh, we'll circle that. Kessel.
Here.
Coomer.
Here.
Matson.
Here.
McCollum. McCollum. Metis. Metis. Platt.
Here.
Spangler.
Here.
Taylor. Thompson.
Here.
Williams.
Here.
And Wilner. Wilner. You got it. 14, you got a quorum.
I'm back.
Oh,
hey,
hey,
Donna.
15, quorum present, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, good. We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right, join me in pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Madsen, presentation.
Father, thank you for all your gifts that you've showed us and given us. Look after the people of Ukraine as they're in their struggles. Look after the board that we make the right decisions for the citizens of Fulton County. Father, grant us your peace. Amen.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, have to excuse me, I got rasped my voice here for some reason, I don't know why. Acceptance of minutes of the regular session, February 8th. Motion by Bowler. Second by Coomer. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Bowler.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Duchesne.
Yes.
Duquesne.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Kessel.
Yes.
Coomer.
Yes.
Matson.
Yes.
Is Metis on?
I don't think so.
Platt.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Wilner's absent. Arnett.
Yes.
Beck.
Yes.
Barry.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Okay, additions or deletions to the agenda? Or motion to approve? Motion by Kessel. Second by Thompson. Any discussion? Roll call.
Clark.
Yes.
Duchesne.
Yes.
Duquesne.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Madsen,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, thank you. Announcements, communications, correspondence, Comcast quarterly payment, it's in your packet. Highway, IDOT, MFT audit, that was done. Keith, you want to say anything about it?
Yeah, that's, IDOT's done our, MFD audit for the books 2018 through 2021. And all the receipts and disbursements have been approved. So I should done that, so all that's been clear.
There's, Tom, Lisa.
It 2018 through 2021's been audited by IDOT successfully, so they're done with that. So that's just to announce that.
Okay. Lisa.
Okay, so I understand the audit's like hundreds of pages long, maybe.
Couple hundred, was it?
All right, so, well, I'd still kind of like to have an electronic copy of that audit, but also I'm going to take this opportunity to reiterate that I believe we need a motor fuel tax budget for 2023 and beyond.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Proclamations, Fulton County, disaster proclamation. Governor was the last minute doing this one again, so. So we can still do the remote call-ins now for another month anyway. A motion to approve this. Coomer and Kessel. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Madsen,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, thank you. Public remarks, we have none? Okay. Consent agenda. Motion to approve the consent. Motion by Bowler. Second by Thompson. Any discussion? Call roll.
Duquesne,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Madsen,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
and Duchesne.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, thank you. Treasurer's report, Ms. Stacy.
Good evening, everyone. For the month of February, for revenue, the county and county gen fund had $766,830.14. Our expenditures totaled $821,810.18. That provided a deficit for the month of February of $54,980.04. We completed our first quarter of the fiscal year, and currently County Gen is experiencing a surplus of $73,663.43. In terms of total overall assets, when you look at the comp of cash report, this includes all funds and investments. Get my paper to turn.
You have that memorized.
32 million something bulls. $32,309,185.19. Again, of that, in terms of bank accounts and assets, that's $27,897,723.51. Investments total $4,411,461.68. Investments aren't really recovering yet, so I'm trying to dump as many or as much money as I can in operating accounts, just playing that game of moving money around to try to get us the best that we can on our interest-bearing accounts. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Stacy. Okay, health, Laura?
As far as the health department
You want
update,
this? Or no?
as far as the health department update, I don't really have one. COVID numbers are still looking good. We still have a lot of deaths in the county. As of maybe last week, we had 6 deaths, but only maybe 27 new cases. So that sort of follow, the deaths and the hospitalization sometimes take a little bit longer for to catch up from the cases falling. So let's just hope that the trend continues. The cases are falling and we're over the worst of this, it looks like, hopefully. Clayburgh. A couple updates before we get into what's on the agenda. So at the last meeting, I was on the road and I forgot to mention, we did have a life safety survey, I think 2 months ago, or we got the findings 2 months ago. We received 3 very minor, I don't know if citations is the right word, but a gas hood in the kitchen, there was something clean that didn't get put back on, a door didn't close completely, and there was a third minor, I can't remember what it was. So all of those have been corrected. They've accepted our corrections. It's all good, but I just wanted to pass that along. We also recently received a fine for an infection control issue during a COVID survey. I think that's the correct word. Something about we didn't have a barrier for the COVID unit back as far as we should have. So we got fined for that. So those are the 2 major Clayburgh updates I have. The last thing, which is on the agenda. So as you know, it was just maybe 4 or 5 months ago that we discussed the need for increasing the wages for employees at the Clayburgh because we're having trouble filling spots. Right now, we are down to 8 CNAs out of 20 total positions that we usually would have. We're having trouble keeping people because the people we do have, we're working them a lot and they're working a whole lot of overtime because we don't have the staff to fill the spots. We have LPNs, RNs, DON administrators that are also working evenings and nights just to take care of patients because we don't have enough staff to do that. So we come to you once again asking for you to approve a $2 an hour increase for our starting pay for LPNs, RNs, and CNAs, as well as a $2 an hour increase for our existing employees. So we're trying to keep the employees we have and also hopefully become competitive to be able to hire new employees. So the employees we have, we don't lose because they're working so much. I believe the union is comfortable with this plan. Is that correct, Trudy? It's not something I thought we would have to do, but I think we're running out of ideas and we have to take care of patients. I don't know. I just don't know what else to do. So I do have some numbers to give you an idea. In the last 6 months, we've spent over $300,000 in just agency expenses for them providing CNAs, as well as overtime we've had to pay because we're short-staffed. So I don't have the exact figure, but this may wash out the increase compared to the overtime and staffing agency expenses we've had to pay. But we have to take care of the patients, so I don't know what else. I think Tammy's out of ideas. We tried to provide gift cards or bonuses for them working extra shifts. I think people are just exhausted that are there working because there just aren't enough. To give you an idea, there's a nursing home in Canton that recently started advertising $21 an hour for CNAs. Now, they're not offering benefits, but that's not something that we would do. And sometimes when you're in those positions, you are focused more on the hourly wage and don't focus as much on the benefits. And sometimes it's hard to tell that story when people are really just trying to make ends meet. So if we raise this $2 an hour starting rate, I think we're up to 1934 for CNAs. So we're still below, for instance, one of the other nursing homes that just raised theirs, but we're hoping that will make us more competitive and hopefully people will see the benefit package and see the value in that. Happy to answer questions, but
Well, you want to make a motion to do that?
sure, I'll make a motion for us to increase starting pay and existing wages for the CNAs, LPNs, and RNs of the Quincy.
Second by,
I'll second that.
sorry, Matt's already done it.
Mattson.
Now discussion.
I don't think it's gonna do any good myself. I really don't, because $2, we know, everybody knows around, everybody's having trouble. They give raises, they give bonuses, they've done everything. It's not doing no good. There's nothing to it. It's not doing no good at all.
So what do you think we ought to do?
You tell me. And everybody else is going down the same boat, the same way. They don't know what else to do. They've offered, they've been offering $3,000 and $4,000 bonuses for them to come in. And raises. It's not working.
Okay. Danny had his in next.
He's referring to Canton Nursing Home that gave some raises recently. If that nursing home also, I believe, cut their dependability on their staff. They're working with, I think, if I heard correctly, and this is just hearsay, that they actually reduced their staff for the 3 shifts that are open to pay more. They cut their staff to run 3 shifts so that they would have a big influx of people that would turn over. But of course, we don't run 3 shifts as far as.
We have 24/7.
Right, but I mean, I don't think we have I guess what I'm gonna say is we don't have the manpower compared to other nursing homes.
Probably not because we're smaller.
Yeah, because we're smaller,
But we do have people there 24/7.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it most of our manpower scheduled days anyway down there? Or is it more spread out now than what it used to be?
I would say it's more spread out. If you're just looking at nursing staff, I would say it's more spread out. There's a couple of positions that probably do more of like charts and
Right.
that kind of stuff that are probably more during the day. But even some of those folks are working evenings and weekends to help take care of patients. If you look at like the kitchen staff, they're gonna be more days and evenings. But yeah, as far as the nursing staff, I'd say it's fairly spread out. I'd say 3rd shift is probably a little bit less because hopefully most people are sleeping at that point and there's less of a need.
And my other question that was how many residents are we looking at now?
Last I was aware, we were right at 40.
40?
We've been low. A lot of the referrals we've been getting, we can't handle because they have special needs that we don't offer.
Okay, Esther.
You know, the $2 an hour also helps keep the people that we have, keep them there employed, keep them happier maybe, if you want to look at it that way. And if we hire new people, it's a pretty good place to start, but we want to keep the people that we got too. So.
Thank you.
Carl.
I know this is probably not something you'll be able to answer, but I guess I'll ask. What does that package break down to as far as your benefits? Do you have a rough idea per hour? You had included your benefits.
No,
So you say they're paying 21 at the other nursing home, but they get no benefits.
Right. That's my understanding. I'm sure that we could try to put a figure on what health insurance and
How many have we lost recently?
well, we have a few out on medical leave indefinitely, so we don't have it, and we don't know when they're coming back. But Stacy, you see a lot of payroll changes happening, right?
A ton of payroll changes. In terms of that benefit package that Board Member Williams said, it's one thing that we have that most nursing homes don't is a pension that those employees are receiving, and then the health insurance benefits and different things. But it'd take me a little bit. Are you wanting me to look at a CNA? Are you wanting me to look at an RN, an LPN, and dietary, the different positions?
I just was trying to figure out what that job is actually worth.
You're paying $30 an hour?
Yeah,
With the benefits?
it depends on the position. It depends on the health insurance. Are they getting a single member, or is it a single person for the health insurance benefit? Is it a family? One figure that I have that may help just speak to a little bit of the overtime. When Clayburgh asked me to run the last 6 months, so this was 9/1 of 2021 to February 28, 2022, the overtime for the RN total was $30,202.17. The overtime for the LPN category was $34,247.45. The overtime for the CNA, and that's where they've had a significant amount of turnover, is $57,074.56 in overtime. In those 3 different categories in term of care, and you have to, by state law, have a certain ratio of, to meet your staffing needs. So, but that benefit package, again, you've got their hourly rate, and then what the employer's cost is for FICA, Medicare, health insurance, and pension.
I know when they market things, they try to list the benefits. We could try to put a rough dollar figure to those, but I feel like sometimes some of these folks just see the hourly wage because they're maybe living paycheck to paycheck, and that's what they have to focus on. And they, unfortunately, it's harder for them to see long-term advantage.
Most of the CNAs are young. They're not looking toward retirement yet.
Retirement.
We've also had several retirements lately too, and I'm sure COVID pushed some of those folks to that because they're exhausted.
So how many then, you don't know how many were actually down then?
Well, we're supposed to have, for CNAs, for example, we have 20, we're supposed to have 20 at full staff and we have 8. I can't tell you the numbers for the LPNs and RNs, but that's where we're hurting the most. So
May I say something?
Okay, Donna, go ahead.
Your CNAs are the workhorses. They hit the ground running and they run all night. And as far as third shift is concerned, those people don't stay in bed all night. They're up and down all night long. So those people are running too. It's a very labor-intensive job. They hardly ever get to sit down. But
All right,
because
we lost you there.
but I don't know.
You keep fading in and out.
I just go out here.
Are you still there?
Thank you, Donna.
Yes.
Okay, we keep losing you.
Oh, yeah. It's difficult out here.
Yep.
But I don't know how I have used, but that third shift works just like the other ones, because they'll not sleep all night. I've been there. It's a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Rushville Rehab Nursing Home. They've had some problems in this situation, and they really had to increase their hourly rate to be able to get employees, and they had to go through that. And it's more than what you're offering.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree with Stan. I don't know if this is going to do it, but I think we're
I mean, if
out of,
anybody's got a better idea,
Yeah.
speak up.
I mean, I guess the question is that gonna be enough?
Yeah, that's why I say maybe go a couple months. If this doesn't do it, throw a couple more bucks at it and see if that'll do it.
yes.
Or what
I
else?
don't wanna bring this up either, but we're in the same boat with the sheriff's department, hiring people, the jailers, the deputies. I mean, so what do we do? Anybody got any idea?
The only things that they looked at was what the market was over in the Rushville area and the surrounding communities, and that's what they're paying.
I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but maybe we should look at a marketing consultant to just look at the county positions that we are in need for, and maybe try to put some better marketing materials together that better outline some of the benefits. I don't know if that would help, but
Sounds like to me that's 2 jobs nobody wants. Being a nurse and being a cop.
could be.
And you can go to Aldi's and start at $17 now.
We're gonna have to do something here,
I
close the
know,
doors,
I
one or
mean, we
the
gotta
other.
do something. We're not gonna have anybody.
So my motion was $2 an hour for CNAs, LPNs, RNs. That's going to be in addition to their starting rate and in addition to whatever they're making now. We'll hope that helps, and if not, we'll be back, I guess.
Yeah, try again.
Okay, anybody else? Let's call a roll.
Thank you.
Hudson,
Yes. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Yep. Kessel,
Yes.
Okay.
Coomer,
Yes.
Madsen,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry. What's that?
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, thank you. Highway, Mr.
All right. Some of you may have seen or been around, but County Highway 2 is closed between Ellisville and London Mills. There was bridge work over Coal Creek. So that's starting and it'll go on for most of the summer. The crews are out patching potholes and about all we got. We're doing some grading and carrying on. You know, the roads are getting soft and they're really going to have to work at getting them back in shape. A lot of good drying weather. So if you have a bad spot, you know, they're working on it. A lot of them roads are getting boils in them and it takes a while to work them out. So have some patience, give the guys a break there, and they're doing the best they can with what they got. That's all I have, sir.
Okay, any questions for Nestor? All right, thanks. Public safety and campground, Mary. Oh, there you go. Is it way in there? You got it? Patrick? You got some microphone?
Thank you, sir. Okay, we approved all the claims. Campground, he had a conversation with MSD, and they're gonna expand a hiking trail system. And he's in the process of maybe having like a hiking, golf cart trail. He's gonna have public access sites, sorry about that. And the waiting list is up to 55, so, and here's a copy of the map, if anybody wants to see it.
There's more on the table.
They're on the table? Okay, can you want a copy of, they're on the table? Thank you.
Any questions for Mary?
Thanks, Mayor.
All right, thanks, Mary.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, property and courts. Cindy.
The bid for the courthouse roof, Justin went over it, said there was really nothing you would change on it, correct, Justin? So, it basically amounts to $600 a year for those guys to go up there, check that roof, and do a little bit of cleanup and stuff while they're up there. Anyway, we approved that last month. I just wanted to come back and touch base with where they were just gonna leave it alone. Roger had wanted some trees trimmed or removed, and we ended up tabling that. The guys wanted to go see what the issue was with the trees, so we will readdress that again. Otherwise, we approved claims, and that's as far as we went. Anybody have any questions?
Okay, thanks, Cindy. All right, T&L. Lisa.
Thank you.
Got it.
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna borrow your corner of your desk.
You may.
Okay, so, first thing on the agenda is, P-card policy. Procurement card policy, we put together a policy so that department heads could have a credit card for small purchases, for things that they cannot receive an invoice for, so that they don't have to use a personal credit card for business. So that policy describes, the use and guidelines for using it. There's also an application in there that the department head can turn in to the treasurer and request, to make a request for the P card. Once that goes in to the treasurer, it'll go to the finance committee to review what the amount of the credit card request was and what the limits will be for that, and we'll approve it to get a credit card. That's it, in a nutshell. I make a motion to approve the procurement card policy.
Okay, motion by Thompson, second by Arnett. Discussion. Call roll.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Madsen,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne. Duquesne.
I said yes, I guess you didn't hear me.
Nobody did. Hudson.
Yes.
Motion carries, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, next.
Next up are some MOUs for retiree health insurance. There's 5 of them in the packet, 5 because we have 5 union contracts. So there's one for each one of the union contracts. We approved a group medical insurance policy last year, and this MOU was, and it was approved pending union approval. The result of that is this MOU to be added into the contracts. And basically what it did is, to refresh your memory, we had, if you retire, if you are eligible for retirement through IMRF, you must also have 10 years of service with the county in order to qualify for retiree health benefits. And basically sets that they pay the same percentage as other employees. So I make a motion to approve the MOU.
Second by Beck. Discussion. Carl?
Didn't we discuss this with someone leaving, that they had so much time in another county, didn't have the 20 years here?
That was the purpose in doing it, was if somebody should come from another county that has IMRF credits, that, you know, they don't come here and then retire in 2 years and have us pay their health benefits for the rest of their days.
So we did it at 10.
We did it at 10 because IMRF, within the county, you have to have 10 years in order to start collecting IMRF. So we set the retiree benefits at the same.
And they get the same percentage then that someone that's been here 30 years.
Fortunately, that's true.
So the county they left doesn't have any input. Once again, the same thing we argued about or talked about before is we're absorbing their whole retirement and their health insurance, and they've been here 10 years, right?
Right. But see, you know, for the unions here, if a person that works for the county currently can retire after 10 years and collect IMRF benefits.
They're best.
because they're vested
correct,
at
but
10
they can't
years.
collect until, well, 55, and then it's I mean, to draw any pension at all, you have to have 20 years minimum to be 55 or 50 if you're in SLIP. So why don't, well, I guess most people's not gonna stay here 20 years if they come from another county, but yeah, I guess all we're doing is upping it from the guy that done this for 2 years to 10 years, correct? That's all I have.
Okay, anybody else?
Most of those things.
All right, call the roll.
Coomer.
No.
You want your mic there?
I'm good. Take it here. Mattson.
Yes.
Platt.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Arnett.
Yes.
Beck.
Yes.
Berry.
Yes.
Bowler.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Duchesne.
Yes.
Duquesne.
yes,
Hudson. Hudson.
I lost call to 6.
Kessel.
Yes.
Hudson, are you there? Motion carried.
Okay, thank you. Moving on.
Okay, next up is the group medical insurance policy. This was the policy that we approved last year. There were a couple small changes to it. You can see those changes easily within the board packet. But basically it was modified so that the retiree health insurance matched the MOU information. We also took out the tables that displayed what the different rates were and payments were for the different departments, because it was going to be a lot of maintenance to maintain that policy. So that being said, I will make a motion to approve the group medical insurance policy.
Second by Beck. Any discussion? Danny?
On this group medical insurance and life insurance policy, I see it's under personnel, but doesn't that fall under the insurance and joint insurance program? For the insurance bids and all that?
No, this is just to match the MOU that we're doing.
Personnel has been in charge of putting together policy under
Right.
personnel. I'm not sure what you're asking then, Dan.
The group insurance and the life insurance, the numbers that we accepted last year,
Oh,
that doesn't fall under your finance and insurance and joint insurance board?
yeah, you're exactly right. It does. The finance and insurance will come back and write resolutions for what percentage an employee pays versus what percentage the county pays for their health insurance. And that's all still being done by the Finance and Insurance Committee. This policy just describes in brief what an employee is entitled to if they have group health and life insurance.
Right, but doesn't that go into when we accept the insurance bids between the insurance board, joint board, and the finance committee, doesn't that spell out in the bid what the numbers are already?
Yes, this doesn't have the numbers in it anymore. It's really just a brief description, so an employee can look to see what they are entitled to and who's entitled to it, and describing their retiree benefits, their eligibility for it. Right.
Okay.
That word.
Donna, are you back?
Yes, I come back.
Okay,
That's all I
we
thought.
missed you.
Sorry.
Okay,
Thank you.
anybody else? We're talking about, the, group medical insurance and life insurance policy. So, Lisa's made a motion, seconded by Beck, to approve that. Is there any other discussion? Call the roll.
Mattson,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne,
Yes,
Hudson,
no, I didn't hear what was going on. Sorry.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, thank you. Finance and insurance.
All right, first thing we have is ARPA funds, allocation of $2 million for a new county highway building. I'll move that we allocate those funds towards that and approve this.
Motion by Spangler, second by Mattson. Any discussion?
Okay, the, our county highway department building is in really bad shape. And there's a lot of safety concerns, and it's an accident waiting to happen. And with all the work that they do and everything, we decided the best mode of action is, I mean, at some point it has to be replaced, or they have to move, or something has to be done, because the building is becoming unsafe. And since we have these resources to use, we're looking at a project that's going to be right around $3 million total for the whole, and this is a new shop, a new salt building, all the concrete around it, the demolition of the current facility, the whole thing. So we decided to allocate $2 million worth of the ARPA money towards this project, and then Keith will have to go out and get bonds for the rest of it. Questions? Dan?
On the existing building, when he goes to demolish, remove out any old concrete and all that, is that gonna be a brownfield project, different site? Because anywhere you got salt sitting on the ground, that automatically becomes a brownfield issue. I mean, I'm sure he's probably aware of that. I mean, what was the question? On the old building, when you go to demolish it, vacate the site to build, where you got the salt shed now, is that gonna create a brownfield issue for you there?
We're in the middle, I don't think so, we're in the middle of, EPA is involved with the facility in the first place, so they've been involved in monitoring the area anyway, so I don't anticipate that being a problem. Yeah, it's all covered, and it's all sitting on concrete. So, yeah.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Don.
While they're doing this, where are they gonna be operating out of?
Okay, they're gonna, you want to explain or you want me?
Go ahead, or Keith can.
You're gonna,
We got a stage.
yeah, you're gonna do it in sections.
I don't know how you can hear me.
Use that mic.
He can hear you fine.
I heard you were doing sections, so while they do one section, they'll move the offices and all that stuff into that building and then demolish the office building.
Yeah, we've got a stage line, basically it runs east-west through the middle of the property that we feel very confident we can stage it and work out of this half of the facility that's still there while they're building the initial part of the new building.
Okay, so are you gonna change the entrance from the north side to the south end?
As of right now, yeah, the offices will go more in the southeast corner as they kind of is looking at this moment in time.
Okay, understand that. Thank you.
Okay. Lisa, or Laura, sorry.
So this won't be a surprise to finance or Keith. I'm just gonna, before we vote, I just want to say I am in support of something being fixed or done. I'm not in support of spending this much money of the ARPA money that we were provided because of the public health emergency for one project or one building for the county. The building sounds great. We haven't really discussed a lot of other options. We've been told that there aren't other options, and I just feel like we haven't really vetted other options as well. Maybe others have, but the finance committee, I don't feel like has been presented other potential options on fixing the building or something else. So I'm voting against this suggestion, but it's not that I'm against the highway department or getting something fixed. I just am not for spending $2 million of ARPA funding on it.
Nestor?
Taking other avenues of financing is gonna take away from miles of work done on the roads that are in bad shape now. We've been trying to catch up in past years. So if you think about that relationship, the money we pull away from the road work to put in to build a new building, there's gonna be a lot of roads that are not gonna get attention. And it's going to be harder on the people getting through on transportation and that.
Okay. Anybody else? All right, call the roll.
Platt,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne,
Yes,
Hudson,
yes,
Kessel,
No.
Coomer,
Yes.
Mattson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, the next thing we have is a resolution to create funds and expense line items, create fund 089, county clerk, other bank accounts, and they're all listed there. I'll move we approve this resolution.
Motion by Spangler, second by Thompson.
This is a recommendation by our auditor. There's these kind of random accounts that different departments have that just need to be, how do you say it, Stacy? That they,
Integrated into our software so that it represents all the assets the county has.
yes. So, that's what this does.
Any questions?
There's 19 bank accounts.
All right, call the roll.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne,
yes,
Hudson,
yes,
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Mattson,
Yes.
and Platt.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, next.
All right, we have Julia's put together the billing for townships for 2021 assessment work. Those are all in your packet there. I'll move to approve those.
Motion by Spangler, second by Thompson. Any discussion? Danny?
Just have one question for Julie. How many townships have their own assessors?
One.
Can? Yeah. Okay. That's all I have.
Best? Call the roll.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne,
Yes,
Hudson,
yes,
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Mattson,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, the next two items we have, I'll say is Finance Committee has looked at this, spending the ARPA money. We really have looked at putting a large portion of this towards safety. And that includes the sheriff, ESTA, ETSB, and the ambulance service. And these two items are things that are pretty time sensitive. If we don't act on them, they're going to go up in price substantially. The first one is for ESTA for $68,000 for a new truck for them. I'll move that we approve that.
I'll second.
Second by Beck. Discussion?
Chris, you want to explain?
What are the dollar amounts on these?
68,000 for the first one here.
Thank you.
680,000? What?
Just
Just briefly,
Spangler and
real brief, we're just,
Spangler and Hill.
real briefly, we've never had our own vehicle purchased by the county. This would give us the ability to haul staffing. We've had to respond to calls for people stuck in roads, haul nurses for critical facilities. This gives us the ability. We can also pull assets around, generators, trailers, all kinds of other stuff. I'm very grateful for the fact that Finance Committee allowed me to come in and talk to the group and just work with everybody and get it done. So I'm really grateful for that.
How are you currently doing this?
Currently, we have a 2011 Charger the sheriff gave us, so we're kind of beg, borrowing, and stealing. We've also got the F-250 we use that is older, but we got through donations. So this would replace the Charger. It'd be a massive addition. We can also launch UAS, or our drone operations, which we respond pretty much statewide in. Give us the ability to show screens and do some other really cool things.
Okay. Any other questions for Chris about what this is?
All right. Call roll.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne,
yes,
Hudson,
Lost her again.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Mattson,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
and Spangler,
Yes.
and Thompson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
All right. The next one is using $25,000 worth of ARPA funds for a new HVAC system for the Boyd building, which the 911 operates out of. I'll move to approve that.
Motion by Spangler, second by Beck. Discussion?
Again, the county owns this building. There's an old boiler in it right now that is shot.
The old boiler we can't get parts for. Bill Smith is a borderline genius and is able to fix and repair it. We also don't have airflow in some of the offices. This solves all of that problem, cleans up a lot of stuff, and it is a county-owned building that the 911 office rents space from. I think we've also used the conference room for county board meetings at some point in time, but it just cleans that mess up. Again, I'd like to thank the Finance Committee for allowing us to present.
Did we say the veterans office is in there too?
Yes,
Right.
Veterans Office, thank you, Matt.
Okay, anybody else? Call the roll.
Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne,
yes,
Hudson,
He's still gone.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Madsen,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
That's all I got. Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
John. All right, community development. Bowler.
Just one item tonight, Woody Road subdivision. Now, in the resolution, there's a typo, there's the wrong name. Should be Michael DiStefano instead of Daryl Bedwell. Patrick, you want to read this for us, please?
Yep. Whereas Michael DiStefano has presented to the Fulton County Zoning Committee a plat for the Woody Road subdivision, a part of the southeast quarter of Section 14, Township 6 North, Range 1 east of the 4th Principal Meridian, Fulton County, Illinois. And whereas no bond shall be required for this re-subdivision, now therefore be it resolved by the County Board, County of Fulton, State of Illinois, that the Woody Road subdivision, a part of the southeast quarter of Section 14, Township 6 North, Range 1 east of the 4th Principal Meridian, Fulton County, Illinois, be and the same is approved by this Fulton County Board, and that the chairman of said board may place his signature on same.
Thank you. I would like to make a motion.
Second by Coomer. Any discussion?
Come on,
How
Lisa.
big is it? It's just,
1.39 acres,
but it's just one,
one house, one driveway.
okay.
It's off of 95. I think it's just before you get to Marietta. Just gonna put my house up.
Thank you.
All right. Any other discussion? Call the roll.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne,
yes,
Hudson. Is she gone?
Yep, go on.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Madsen,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Yes.
Spangler, Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
and Arnett.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. All right, liquor, we have a class C license, and I'll apologize to the committee because I thought it was supposed to be a class C, but it is a class B. And it is right on the application and everything. So, need a motion to approve this, Coomer and Beck? Any discussion? Danny?
Just with that being a class B license, that's still packaged.
Just package liquor, yeah, it's package liquor. Class C is for like the fairgrounds when they do just an event thing. All right. Call roll.
Barry,
Yes. Sorry.
Somebody already called it for me by accident, I guess.
you staying with yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne,
Yes.
Duquesne,
yes,
Hudson. Not giving up on her, Roger. Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Madsen,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Arnett,
Yes.
and Beck.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, thank you. Executive session, we have none. Miscellaneous. Motion to adjourn. Coomer, Thompson. Roll call.
Coomer and who?
Thompson.
Bowler,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Duchesne, Duquesne,
Yes.
Hudson, Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
Mattson,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Spangler, Thompson,
Yes.
Williams, Arnett,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
and Barry.
Yes.
Motion carries. You are adjourned, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
I'm doing highway first because Keith's gonna take those.
I think it's on Lynch. Right out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I think so,
signing two
yeah.
copies. The union
Just
needs
outside of city.
original and local needs the original and then I'll make sure.
I think that's where it is.
Live reservation.
Roger, do you know where that VR meat company is located?
It's right across the street from the radio station up there in Canton.
Okay.
I was.
Thank you.